Hi, I'm Tara Dunyan here at the 2012 CES. I have the pleasure of interviewing today Harry McCracken, editor of Technologizer and the tech columnist for Time. Thank you very much for joining us today. And what do you think of the 2012 CES?
Well, it seemed to be a bustling success from what I could tell. It seemed really vibrant.
So what have you loved on the show floor?
I mean, as usual, it's the diversity that's exciting. I think if there's a single category of products that are coming out soon that's most interesting, it's probably ultrabooks, which is interesting in itself because we don't always think of the PC as being at the center of CES, but this year it is.
Have you seen all 50?
I've seen lots and lots of them, and the cool thing about ultrabooks is it's not a very specific concept. You know, Intel came up with the idea, but they didn't give a list of the exact things you had to do, and so there are no two ultrabooks that are the same. Some of them are small, some are big. Some put an emphasis on being thin and light. Others tried to put in a lot of features.
So what are your favorites?
You know, I really like the Dell one. The Dell is one called the XPS 13. And what they did is, when you look at it, you think it's almost too small. But they put a 13-inch screen into a case that looks like it's only big enough for an 11-inch one. And the industrial design is very nice, too.
Fantastic. Any other categories?
Well, I think one of the interesting things about CES is whenever I come, I try to figure out what will be big at the next show. And I saw little hints of gesture and voice input here.
Yes.
Samsung has a TV with voice input. Microsoft announced Connect for Windows. There are other things that are involved using either gestures or voice to control things. Mercedes showed a concept of steering by waving your hands around, and that's not anything that's going to happen soon. But my guess is a year from now we'll see more products in this general category and more things that are about to ship.
So OLED, another big trend here at the 2012 CES. We've had 55-inch models from LG and Samsung. What do you think of them?
Well, I first saw OLED about 10 years ago in a lab at Kodak.
Wow.
It's been interesting, and those were teeny, tiny ones. It's been interesting to see the progression, and OLED matters a lot today in smartphones, and lots of people have them. Most people are not going to have a 55-inch OLED TV right away, but the fact that they can make them at all is an achievement, and as with so many other things at CES, they start sort of as tech demos, and eventually they become products that end up in a lot of people's homes.
Right, just a few years ago we were seeing 20-inch models, and then to come out with the 55 is good progress, right?
So they can do it. They can't do it for the mainstream yet, but they will eventually.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, and from the 2012 CES, that's the facts.